Alright, party people. I don't know why I'm making this video, but I just thought it was interesting. I thought it would give some insight into the lack of human contact I've had since testing positive. Even tonight, I went through the drive-through testing again today. I guess they were a little busy because the wait time is a little bit longer. I was hoping to get it by tonight, last night. But hopefully I'll get it in the morning or hopefully before Monday. So if I wanted to go back to work, that will at least be an option. So I had a dream recently. Right, it was a dream, and it was a nightmare. It reflects how little human contact I've had, and specifically from the opposite sex. And it was one of those kinds of dreams. But what concerns me is that so whoever was involved in the other part of the dream. I've never even met this person in real life. They're not like famous or anything. They're not like, well, within the community, I guess they're somewhat famous. If you don't know what I mean by community, I don't know what to tell you. But I don't know how I want to put this because like I guess it doesn't matter because I don't think she knows I have a YouTube channel or like as you know as you as you guys know I do have a Twitch account, but I just for right now I'm not interested in streaming on Twitch or anything like that, mostly because I would like a mod. Even on YouTube Live it would be nice to have a mod, but I understand I can do most of the shit myself, but do I really want to? I don't know. That's why most of what I'm talking about, most of my videos are recordings. There are past live streams in one of the little sections on my channel, but most of those were through PlayStation, so like I don't even think they had the chat log there, at least not on the PS4. I can't remember how the PS5 does it. I've only done a live stream with the PS5 maybe a few times at most, and one of them was with CMJ, so actually a couple of them were so I'll just come out and say it like okay, so like because of this dream I just want to point out that like this isn't like some crush, some electronic crush or like some infatuation. As far as I'm concerned, it was just a dream. Again, that reflects how little human contact I've had. It's especially physical contact. Unfortunately, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know that's not the easiest thing in the world. So I follow her on certain social media platforms, and like she knows like I'm a regular on the channel or whatever, but like I don't know how to phrase this without sounding like a creeper. I was just like point out that I'm not a stalker, which I find interesting because Twitch calls followers, they call them followers, and I'm not following anyone. I'm not following anyone around. As far as I'm concerned, I'm on the opposite side of the world. Let's put it that way. So why am I attracted to this person? And I think a big part of it has to do with like long distance relationships. Not that we are in a long distance relationship, nor am I fantasizing that we are in one. I'm not delusional. But when you're in a long distance relationship from someone who's been in like I'm trying to count here, long distance relationships, maybe like 2 or 3, I think. But anyway, yeah, depends on the definition of long distance, but you tend to idolize the other person. I've said this before, but especially on Twitch, if they're part of the same community as you, it's silly. It's silly. I'll come right now and say it's silly. It's, I don't want to call it immature, but like I'll call it. I feel like it reminds me of Valentine's Day when you're a kid in school, and like you're just handing out Valentines, and like you get one from someone you're actually interested in, but you don't know what the fuck you do. You're like 7 years old or something. But now that I do know what to do, not necessarily with her, but in the dating circle in general, it's dumb. That's all I can really say about it. It's dumb. And would I have had these quote unquote feelings if I wasn't quarantined with very little human contact except to do bullshit like go to the supermarket, go to the gas station, and that's about it, to be honest. As far as I know, I'm still testing positive until I get those results sooner or later. When I point like this, it's actually the monitor to my right, my little chat log monitor. And over here is, and I'll explain the setup later. We'll make a separate video for that. Like, I find, but we in general find certain qualities of people we idolize to be more elevated, to be more accentuated. Now, the thing is, like, she seems cool. I understand it's an image, because not just, especially on Twitch, not just are you advertising your skill and interest in whatever you're streaming, you're also selling your personality. And I understand that may not be the way this person interacts in real life. Maybe this is just, I don't want to call it a facade, but it's the image they project. And maybe that's what I'm attracted to, not actually the person. Because I don't know this person. I've never talked to this person outside of anything involving social media. Now, there's something very attractive about someone who knows what they want and they get it. And just like reaching goals in general, and which is a lot more you can say about other people you might know or might have known in the past. Some people are content with a very simple life, and sometimes I think I'm one of those people. Other times I think, like, if this was real life, right? And I saw her in a bar, and I specifically recognize her, I hear her voice, that's got to be her. Now, I don't think she knows what I look like, but I got to be careful how I phrase this. I don't think she would give me the time of day if she didn't know who I was. If I was just some random guy, let's pretend like it's like a fucking rarity that she just happened to be at the bar by herself. Clearly a very opportune moment. Now, if I were to approach her, spit my game, blah blah blah. Now, I just feel like she wouldn't give me the time of day. But I think if she knew me and recognized who I was, impossibly, but let's just pretend, would I be friend zoned? Would I be friend zoned? Like, she might not want to lose a follower. Just like, yeah, I think she's considered mid-level. I'm really not sure about the numbers of these things, but it's just so. It's in my opinion, it's childish. Like, do I really know personal things about her? Like, if she shares it on stream, I guess, some people comment, blah blah blah. Now, if I remember correctly, she was on a stream team. Now, I'm just learning what the fuck that is, because I didn't even know stream teams existed. And I guess all the members of the team help each other out with their social media, their audience, their community. Now, I don't think I would be taken seriously because like I just be some fan. Is that what it would boil down to? I'm just some fan, and am I giving fan service? Like what am I doing here? And but that dream, that was a really good dream. It's so dumb. I mean, like, I know I'm belittling it, but I don't want to say something like I consider it offensive, but other people might not. I don't want to say something like, okay, let me think how to phrase this. I don't want to say something like she would not be attracted to me, because it's not like we talk outside the community. It's not like we talk outside social media, or even in certain social media, like with the okay, I was gonna say the younger generation, but she's not. I mean, I'm significantly older, but like I believe she just grew out of her 20s, so she's doing whatever she has to do, and apparently she enjoys what she's doing now. Like, whether she does other projects or side hustles, I have no idea. There's a lot of things about her that I have no idea about. Only what she chooses to share on stream or through social media. I feel like I would just come off as a stalker, because like hypothetically, if I did actually meet her, it was never gonna happen. But if I did, am I analyzing this too much? Like, it was just a fucking dream, but that reflects how isolated I've been, I think. I mean, for lack of a better term, it reflects how lonely I am, and maybe I'm just latching onto whatever I can, whatever's available. But it's nice to dream sometimes, and this is my life now. Fantasizing about people I follow on Twitch. This is my life. Hopefully I test negative and I can go back to a semi-normal life. The same semi-normal life I've had for a long time. In a perfect world, right? In a perfect world, someone can dream. We can all dream, can't we? It's silly. I think why am I still talking about this? Is the entire video gonna be about me crushing on someone? Well, I'm glad I seem to be in somewhat good spirits. I wasn't feeling that well yesterday, obviously. Silly. I just wish things were different sometimes. Not just with the virus, not just with working or whatever. I wish there was a way to communicate with someone without appearing desperate, without appearing suspicious. And a large part of the problem, I hate to call it a problem, but a large part of it is that we're not in physical proximity. And as someone who's done long distance relationships, I don't really want to do them again. Honestly, I don't recommend them. If that's the way the cards fall, though, and you really like this person, then more power to you. You might end up getting hurt, but you could say the same thing about any other fucking relationship. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. You're supposed to discover what's gonna happen together. And strictly couple platonic relationships. Let's see. Platonic, non-platonic, romantic relationships. It's. I just feel like I'm so not validated. Like this. I hate to say this, but like it feels like this would never happen. You know, whatever fantasy, whatever image I have in my mind, like I just feel like it will never happen, and I need to accept that. And it's not like I'm giving unwanted attention. It's not like I'm getting unwanted attention. It's the nature of the business. And I hate to call it a business, but I mean, a lot of people out there use social media like YouTube or Twitch or what have you, Instagram, etc. Do we use those things because we want to make money off of them? Do we use those things to increase our popularity in order to make money off of them? Is it really all about the money? And I feel like when you're on Twitch and you want to, do that as a side hustle or possibly a living, then yes, it's about the fucking money. But at what point does a friendship exist between people who've never met each other? I feel like I'm seeing things that are not there at the moment. Like, and the thing is, I want them to be there. Like, I'm attracted to this person, but it will never work out. I mean, you can say never, but this is my life now. This is what I do. I go on Twitch and watch attractive females playing whatever game they're playing, or doing whatever on Twitch they do, like activity or whatever. It's silly. It's silly. I say it's silly, but at the same time, like, do I wish there was a truth to some of it? That there would be something there that I would hope there would be. But I need to accept that there's not. I mean, if it happens, it happens. It's not going to happen, though. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. And as a dreamer, you can't help but reach for the stars. I think I'm just reaching in the wrong places. I think I'm barking up the wrong trees. Is it all in good fun? I mean, I guess. I need to go back to work, man. Like, fucking online gambling is hard, man. It's like, do you think this shit is easy? Do you know, it is so stressful for some people. I'm getting better at it, but at the same time, you're playing with your fucking money, and not in a good way, because hypothetically on social media, the worst that could happen is you're wasting your time. You're not losing money. Like, if you have an income through social media, I guess you can decrease in popularity and lose money. You can't lose what you never had. You can't lose something that's not guaranteed. And at the same time, I can say the same thing about this non-existence relationship, whatever you want to call it. Friendship. Let's call it friendship. Let me just friend zone myself right now and say friendship. Alright. I gotta stop crushing, man. Like, this is not healthy. There's no way this is healthy. But like, another thing actually that really attracts me to her is that she doesn't put up with shit. Like, there's a lot of people out there who think being opinionated is kind of like being a bitch, kind of being bossy, like trying to act badass. And I don't think that's true, especially with women. And it's just like, it's it is very attractive to see someone who's independent, to see someone who makes the best out of a bad situation, and you cope, you adapt. Now, will I ever be like that? One day I will be, whether I want to or not. But for now, I'm just trying to get back to work, man. Is having all this free time, it does not help things. Anything. Not even just the topic of this video. I mean, she's just so damn hot. I mean, let's break it down to what it really is. Man, this is not healthy. There's no way this is healthy. It's silly. I mean, like, in normal society, if location was in proximity, this would be more normal. But obviously anything on the internet is not normal. Or at least it's not yet normal. It's starting to become that way, but hey, whatever. What am, in a perfect world, what exactly am I envisioning? Am I seeing a future that's not even fucking there? It's, I don't want to say it's a silly crush, but maybe that's what it is. Is that a bad thing? I mean, I'm not acting on it. I'm not fucking dumb enough to do that. It's just, in a perfect world, right? I don't know. It's just I just wish a lot of things were different. Sometimes I think about things like, what if someone I was dating, either in the past or future, if we met in a different setting, not necessarily under different circumstances, but a different setting, would something like this idea, entertaining this idea, be as silly as it seems? I hate to say that, but what if things were normal? What if we were both normal people? I mean, I would like to think I would be given a chance, the time of day, but it's silly. But like, was it a good dream? Yeah, it was a pretty good dream. That's what I'm saying. So bad. It's so like, I feel like I'm getting my hopes up, but there's no hopes to get up in the first place. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's just I don't want to say it's childish, but I don't know. Maybe it's nice to dream. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna do some Japanese anime thing and like confess to her, but I mean, I would assume the first step would be actually communicating while not on certain platforms. But like, see, I'm planning this whole thing out, and like, there's nothing to fucking plan out. We idolize people. We idolize people on the internet. And when you combine that with my attraction to her, it's fleeting. It's I need to get back in the dating scene. I need to fucking well, That's all I got for now. The video probably went on longer than it should have, but whatever. I'm just gonna go chase some e-girls. Go chase some internet celebrities. I think part of it is we see that so many people favor that person online. It makes us feel like they're above us, that person is not on the same level as us. That person has so many suitors, that's what it seems like at least. And he's just like, I don't know how people do it sometimes, honestly. Like, if I was more popular in the live stream scene, like, I don't know, like, what would be different, if anything? I mean, would I be open to being idolized? I mean, I don't know, it's never happened before, why not? Or should I keep a calm and cool and collected head? Should I stay frosty? Alright, I'm just gonna go work on my stalker plans and build a shrine in their honor. Gonna I'm at a loss for words. I tried to explain this as best I could, and like maybe I'm overcomplicating things. Maybe I'm being pessimistic when I say like nothing's gonna fucking happen. I would rather be believing that nothing's ever gonna happen than reach or extend to some fantasy daydream that is never gonna happen. Because then I just feel like you're setting yourself up for disappointment. I don't know. I notice this is becoming a trend where streamers will date other streamers. And what I wonder is, were they a streamer first and then they met each other? Or did one of them start as a streamer and the other person became a streamer in turn? I don't know. I don't stream, so I don't know. I record. I highly doubt she's gonna see this video. I highly doubt she follows my channel. I highly doubt that I'm even in the ballpark. Like, I'm not in the ballpark. I'm like in a parking lot across the street where no one else wants to park because it's kind of dangerous. With like baseballs flying all over the place, breaking windshields. Alright, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Like, it's nice to dream. That's all I'll say about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves and enjoy.